This is the final day or the final weekend before we move in. Yesterday we were here all day, and you know it's a productive day in the house when we were here working all day and there's zero footage or very little footage because I feel like this would be better, yes. Because everybody was so busy all day. It was just go, go, go from the time we got here. Paul and I did all the trims and doors in this room, which is our bedroom, which is basically done now, which is so exciting. We also painted the trims in the game room, which was the room that I had just been sanding nonstop and looked absolutely awful. And now it looks like a completely different room. It looks so good. So happy with how it came out. Paul's dad painted the living room, which I'll show you guys how that came out. We primed the kitchen. We're gonna be painting it today. It's just me and Paul here today. And that's our big goal for today, is painting the kitchen and painting the built-in shelves. Here is how the living room's looking. It's kind of dark in here right now. Hard to really see. Here's the new color. And here is the old color. So the new color is definitely a lot more bright and clean looking. The old color is a little bit drab in comparison. All right, so we're gonna tackle the kitchen. We've got the kitchen all primed. I fucked up because we were planning on, we're painting the kitchen Chantilly lace. So we were going to just paint with that and see if we could get away with just doing one coat and not priming. Then we were painting, we're like, I think we probably need more than one coat. Then Paul kept being like, this looks kind of gray. Like, does this look gray to you? And I'm like, oh fuck, this does look really gray. I look at the can and it was the Marilyn's dress instead of the Chantilly lace. Didn't read the can, just looked at the little dot, which looked purely white on the can, and that's what happened. We then decided that since we were thinking we were gonna need 2 layers of paint anyway, instead of wasting the Chantilly lace on like painting a first layer, we're like, let's just use the actual primer that his dad has. So we did that, primed the kitchen, it's ready to go. While we're waiting for that to dry, we're gonna go in here and take off the tape, put the doorknobs and all the things back on, and basically just get this room completely ready. So we've got like the doorknob here, all these hooks. Someone at some point who lived here was very hook happy. Lots and lots and lots and lots of hooks. Got the closet knob. I think I know how to put these on. Obviously I wanna be very careful though. And yeah, just kind of put everything back together. Yesterday was a pretty bad day. I would say it was the worst day that we've had so far at the house. I told you guys that I accidentally primed with the wrong paint, and then I don't know if I gave you an update about the brushes, but basically the brushes weren't completely dry when we started painting again, and that caused all kinds of issues. So we ended up painting like, honestly, I think like 3 coats of the actual white, and it still looked fucked up, and we were like, what is going on? Another thing that happened yesterday was Paul really freaked out about the living room paint. He was calling it bubblegum pink, but Paul's dad was here today. He fully finished the living room. He also painted the ceiling in the kitchen, and he and I together kind of touched up the kitchen parts that still weren't looking great, and I think the kitchen actually looks really good now. It is basically just white. White. Of course, I do want to paint the built-ins because I think this color stands out and is even more ugly now that the walls are white. But let me just show you guys the bedroom, which is complete, and that feels really good. Floors in amazing condition, closet done, closet door handle back on. Really digging the color in here. That's something that gives me hope for the living room, is that the bedroom color really grew on us. We are going to go to Trader Joe's because we're pretty much out of food at our house, and I want to just get a bunch of like quick, easy meals that we can eat over the next few days until we move in. One other piece of good news is that Paul's dad was always planning on helping us move, and Paul's stepmom was able to clear her schedule and get the day off of work, so she is now also coming to help us on Thursday, which is incredible. They have just been such rock stars throughout this entire process, and I am so grateful for them. I wanted to give you guys a quick Trader Joe's haul because actually we got some really good stuff. Where we live, the Trader Joe's and Whole Foods are right next to each other, so usually when we go to one, we're like, may as well go to the other. First thing I got at Trader Joe's, this is like a total indulgence, like no nutritional value, just delicious. I've had this before and I haven't had it in a while, and since their snacks there are so disappointing, I thought I would get that and just some chips and dip them. So I've been eating that. It's good. I found these, which I hadn't seen before. Chickpea Kale crispy red rice salad. Ignore the paint on my hands. Paul just ate his. He said it wasn't great, but you know, it's got like this chickpea salad part in the bottom, kale on top. It's got the crispy rice, it's got the dressing, and I think this will be a great lunch to just grab and go. I also got this. A few weeks ago, Paul and I tried this and I was really pleasantly surprised. I thought it was so good. There is a lot of cabbage, but I thought the ranch was really good, and the crunchy things that are in here, which I believe are like sunflower kernels, crispy fried onions. It's really delicious. When we went to Whole Foods, I ended up getting these, which if you've watched my recent videos, you know that I recently tried and really liked. What's going on with this hair here? I think what I'm gonna do for dinner is make this and put these in it. Ranch buffalo. I also got these at Trader Joe's, which is very unlike me. I think I had these a long time ago and remember them being pretty good, but it's the banana and almond butter protein smoothie and the vanilla almond spice chai protein smoothie, both vegan. And I think will be good just to grab as like a high protein kind of snack. I forgot how much stuff we got. Paul also got the overnight oats, which I think are somewhat new. I also got the meatless pizza. I feel like it's always good to have a vegan pizza frozen on hand just in case. We also got this, the vegan enchilada casserole. I haven't tried this, but they used to have the frozen enchiladas and I've had those and they were pretty good. They don't have those anymore. They also used to have frozen burritos, didn't see those. They also used to have frozen tofu scramble, haven't seen that in a long time. They also used to have my favorite spicy chips, haven't seen those in months. Anyway, this looks good and it's big. I think it could easily serve two. So excited to try that. And we also each got one of these. I think this is new-ish, but it's a Thai green curry frozen meal. That's pretty much it. It's way more packaged food than we ever eat, but that's what I said. Just a bunch of utility food this week. It's all about like easy, quick, go, go, go. Very excited for this right now. And that's it. Hello, it is 1:54 on Tuesday. I keep thinking it's later in the week, but thank God it's not later in the week because I've got a lot of work to do before the move. I've mostly been organizing the kitchen, specifically the built-in shelves. And again, just like so much stuff that I'm like, why do I have so many coconut flakes? I mean, it's good because I should make some coconut bacon. Stuff like that I'm like, oh, I've got a lot of great things that I could make. I also have things organized. I have all my empty jars separated. These are all ones without labels. These are all the jars with labels that I probably will just end up recycling, because I just don't need this many jars. A few things on the top that I haven't dealt with yet, including cornflakes from Halloween 2020 Butterfingers. Yep, those have just been sitting there. Probably gonna compost those. Kind of like a moving tip that I didn't do last time and regretted is putting together like an overnight bag for myself as if I were going away for the weekend. So, you know, when you move, you just like move all your stuff and then you get to the new place and you can't find anything. So for me personally, I'll be packing a bag as if I were going away for the weekend with like a few days worth of clothes, changes of underwear, socks, everything like that, my toiletries, just everything that I would need for a 3-day trip, and then just kind of live out of that bag for the first few days. And then I'm also going to make a bag like that for kitchen stuff, and I'm gonna do the same with bathroom stuff. Definitely a little bit extra work, but I think will make all the difference on the other side of things. Paul's dad is at the house today. I think he might be painting some trims, which would be nice because definitely need help with that. and I'm just gonna keep cracking on the packing. Our neighbors down the hallway moved around the same time as us. They also bought a house, so we were kind of been in touch with them about that, but they gave us this huge box filled with a bunch of bubble wrap and all this type of stuff that they didn't use, which was incredibly nice of them, and we could really use this. I was thinking I would pack all of our winter coats in there. I'm not sure if I've ever shown this before, but this is our one and only closet in our whole apartment. And it's a like under the stairs closet. It doesn't even open all the way. Very frustrating. And the one saving grace is that it goes back pretty far. So as you can see, we really took advantage of that depth and just shoved so much in here, but I'm really looking forward to having a lot more storage space at the house. It's a few hours later. I've gotten quite a bit done, although if you look around, you'd be like, this apartment isn't anywhere close to being ready to move. I put together our sort of pantry essentials. What I'm gonna be bringing in the pantry essentials bag are a bag of rice, garlic, some pasta from Trader Joe's. This is the brown rice quinoa pasta, which I really like. Some garlic powder, ginger powder, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice. It's debatable whether that's an essential, but you know what? You never know when you might want a PSL. And some nutritional yeast, which is absolutely an essential for me, and some tea bags, because I'll just be doing tea for a few days until I get my espresso machine all up and running. I have 2 large bags of all of our pantry stuff, so this is ready to go. I got this box all ready to go. This is like cookbooks and some notebooks and whatnot. Pretty full, pretty heavy. I got this box pretty much filled with our coats, random miscellaneous stuff that I threw in that bin, and then the closets, you know, I would say about halfway cleaned out. Also cleaned out the fridge, though there's still a lot of stuff in here, but basically like got rid of some stuff that had gone bad, consolidated some duplicate stuff, cleaned. There was some like really sticky stuff back here. I cleaned that up, even though we're having a cleaner come, just to make things a little bit easier for them. We're not allowed to buy mustard for another like 2 years. So now what I have to do, which I'm not looking forward to doing and wish I didn't have to do, but have to do it, is I have to go to Home Depot to buy more trim paint because we're out or running very low, and Paul's dad is going over tomorrow, and it would be great if he could paint more of the trims, especially like the kitchen trim. And I think Paul will go over to help him with that tomorrow, and I'll just stay here and pack. Just wrapped up at Home Depot. Thankfully, the paint I needed was easy to find, and I got it, and we are good. I also got a couple of brushes because most of the brushes that Paul's dad has are wider brushes, and just because we're doing such kind of like fine details in terms of like painting the inside of built-in shelves and stuff like that, and also for the trim, I'm always wishing I had a smaller brush. I'm like, I'm gonna get the smallest one I can get, which is a 1-inch brush, so hopefully this will be helpful. Now I'm gonna go to the house and drop off some stuff we got yesterday for the house, like toilet paper, paper towels, spindrifts, sparkling waters, etc., and a couple boxes that Paul helped me bring down to the car that are ready to go. Some hours later, I'm very exhausted. I emptied out my bathroom drawers. This drawer is completely cleared out, which feels really good. And then I was able to use, this is the box from Plain Products that all my Plain products came in, and I still have it. And I'm so glad that I still have it. I mean, I kept it obviously because I will need it eventually to send my bottles back, but look at how perfect this is. This is most of my shower products, and still loving and using my Plain products. Just to remind you guys, if you do want to try Plain products, you can use my code FORKABLE, and it will give you a discount on your first order that I will put on the screen. And I started wrapping up some kitchen stuff, just wrapping up some mugs and whatnot. I remember that I usually wrap things when I move in dish towels and rags and stuff, but I have to do a big dish towel load of laundry, so I'll have to do the rest of that tomorrow. Kind of mostly got my weekend bag packed, and that's it. I'm gonna get ready for bed soon because we're exhausted. Long day of packing ahead tomorrow. Wow, today has been a day so far. It's already 2 o'clock. I feel like I've hardly done anything yet, but I need to eat something, so I'm gonna try this chickpea salad from Trader Joe's. I've also been drinking this, which is pretty good. I like that the kale is shredded, I will say that. Appreciate that. You try a little bit of the chickpea. Pretty good. A little like tart, citric acid tasting, but basically today has been, ooh, it's really crispy. Ooh, I like that. Guys, give me like crispy rice anything, and I will be happy. Cue my homemade Thai food video. It's not an angle that you guys often see, nor will ever see again. Today, the plan was wake up, have some breakfast, pack a little bit, and then I was going to drop Paul at the house so that he could help his dad finish whatever they could, and I would continue packing. I think there's like mint in here, which I don't know if I needed, but this is why I don't vlog and eat. It's too hard. What ended up happening was Paul had ordered a dresser from West Elm. Just like a very basic looking West Elm dresser. Expensive, of course, because it's West Elm, although it was on sale. It was supposed to come between 1 and 3 today. This morning, he was tracking them, and it said they were on track to get there at 12:30. So he's like, okay, a little early. Gets a call at 9 a.m. They're like, we're 5 minutes away. So we like rush out the door, drive over there. Long story short, difficult stairway to get things up, but thankfully they got the dresser up the stairs, put it in the room, in the bedroom, and then they discovered that one of the drawers was cracked and jammed shut. Like there was a crack in it that you could see from the outside, and it was jammed shut, so it like wouldn't open. And the guy had to finagle it for a while, finally got it open, but basically had to break it to get it open. And he's like, oh man, so like what do you want us to do? Do you want us to take it, or like we can reach out to the company and they'll probably deliver you another one, and then they'll take this one back, even though all we would really need is a replacement drawer. I guess they don't do that. They'll just deliver you a whole new dresser. It clearly got fucked up when it was being assembled, like at the warehouse. No one checked it. Like you would think there'd be a quality control check before it leaves the warehouse of like, let's make sure all the drawers open and close. Nope. So that whole thing just took so much longer than it should have even taken because of what went wrong. We didn't even get back here until like 11 a.m. Things just haven't been going smoothly so far. But I have gotten a lot of packing done. I just brought Paul back to the house. He's gonna help his dad now. I picked up some more boxes because his dad brought us a ton of boxes, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna need all these. We've got all these tubs. There's only like 4 tubs. I don't know what I was thinking. Gonna finish this and get back to packing. It's looking like people who are packing. My dresser's pretty much completely empty. Now I need to really hardcore focus on the kitchen. It's just about that time. I feel like I've just been in the kitchen for hours and hours, and I feel like there's still so much that I haven't packed. It's insane. Hitting like major fatigue. It's 5 p.m. Paul's over at the house, like not happy. I think he's just struggling over there. His phone is dying. I haven't heard from him. And I'm not doing great over here either. I just had a snack of some Spudsy hot fries and kombucha, and then I literally unpacked it, like took the rubber bands off that I had enclosing it, the barbecue vegan meat roll that I got at Vegtoberfest from the Born from Pain vendor, and I just like opened it and started taking bites out of it. That's where we're at. Just talked to Paul. I'm gonna go over to the house and help clean up and do all the stuff that I thought he was going to do today. That's what I'm doing now, which is not ideal, but it has to be done, and then we'll come back here, have dinner, and he can help me do all the rest of the stuff I have to do here. I feel like whenever I watch other people's moving vlogs, I'm like, oh, moving is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like quirky. It's not so bad. Like it's stressful, but it's like kind of fun. And then when you're in it, you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. I just can't believe I Can't believe we've got a U-Haul coming tomorrow, or what, I'm bringing the U-Haul. I can't believe I have to drive the U-Haul. It's almost over. Is it? Kind of, yeah. I think it is. I keep telling myself that. Trying the Trader Joe's green curry. I've had like little tastes here and there. It tasted pretty freaking good. Guys, I am shooketh at how good this is. I'm fucking shooken to my core. This literally tastes like green curry from a Thai restaurant.
It's really good.
I'm not kidding. Like, they're not lying when they say this. Best, might be the best packaged meal I've had from Trader Joe's. They have these tofu sheets, which are kind of weird, but kind of interesting and different.
This is like a solid like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, seriously. Back at the apartment, things honestly went really pretty well at the house. We got a lot done. Paul finished painting all of the floating shelves, and then I vacuumed pretty much most of the house, cleaned the floors up. There's just so much like dust and things that I'm worried about the cats being, you know, walking through and ingesting. And so we really cleaned the floors really well. We will have to get a mop. Really didn't need to come up here. I just wanted an extra trip up the stairs, I guess. We got this kitchen box. We got this, ooh, we got the spices. We got this kitchen box. We got this kitchen box. We got this kitchen box. We got this kitchen bag. We've got our kitchen essentials bag, which I have to put one more thing in. Pantry stuff, a bunch of random stuff. Like, I don't feel like the apartment looks like 2 people who are moving tomorrow, but Paul's dad is gonna bring a few more boxes for us, so we are just gonna be dumping a bunch of stuff in boxes at the last minute. And then other than that, we'll just have to make a couple trips back after the big move, just make a couple trips back tomorrow. And then on Friday, we will be able to come and, you know, just grab the last of our stuff. Probably gonna go to bed soon-ish or start getting ready for bed. It's only 10, but we are both exhausted. So it'd be nice to go to bed and then get a really good night's sleep, or at least like get some sleep. Because we're waking up early. And yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here, and then tomorrow will be the moving vlog. But thanks for joining me on this very hectic, chaotic segment of our journey, and I will see you tomorrow.